Hey guys, this is Matthew here. I just got home from the theater. I seen the new Scream, and yeah, this is my thoughts on it. Not a review, just my thoughts. So we're gonna start off with the rating. Uh, I seen it with some friends. They both gave it a 7. For me, I'd say it was either an 8 or a 9. I'll probably give it an 8 just because there were some there were some moments where some stuff felt forced and some forced meta and forced comedy. But but before we get into all that, let's talk about what Scream is. It's a horror meta. It's a meta horror where it makes fun of all the other uh, horror movies, and then it's a meta horror movie where and a slasher and a whodunit mystery. So you're just trying to figure out who's the killer, and yeah, so that's what Scream is as a movie. Uh, we're gonna start off non-spoilery for just a little bit, not too long, and just talk about the movie as a whole. I thought the movie was, like I said, I give it an 8 or an 8. I thought the movie was really good. I like the other Scream movies. We got the legacy characters here. I think they were all good. Uh, a fan of the originals, you're probably gonna like this. I think I haven't seen any reviews, so this is just my thoughts purely. But I thought it was really good. I think the new characters. I think I like the actors. I did. I'd like to get to know them a little more. That's the only thing. But for the most part, I enjoyed it. And yeah, don't watch this video if you haven't seen it. It's good. Go see it. I think. And yeah. So let's start off with the spoiler stuff. As your warning. So let's start off with how the movie was very meta and how they handled that in this. This was a reboot sequel. I think the movie did a really good job. We had the female character who went into that. We had Dewey talk about. He gave 3 roles and he's like, "It's your boyfriend," and then I think all the meta stuff was really well handled in this movie. So let's start off with some meta stuff that didn't really make sense to me in the movie. Uh, they reference Sam as being the main character when I feel like, uh, I think it should have been the sister. Why did the boyfriend think Sam was the main character, and why did Amber think Sam was the main character? The person who got attacked was the sister. Pardon me for not remembering her name off the top of my head, but uh, Sam wasn't attacked. Sam wasn't put in the hospital. The sister was attacked twice in the hospital. She survived. Uh, she was the one attacked in the end. Uh, Sam was the main character from our perspective, certainly, but in universe, I think the sister was the main character, and I think the sister would have been the main part of the plans. I mean, they left her alive. There's no reason the sister should have lived in the first attack. She should have died. I mean, I don't know why Amber or Huey wouldn't have killed her. I don't know why. But overall, I think the acting in the movie was really good. Talking about the actors, so the actor who played Sam was really good. Jack Quaid was really good as the boyfriend. All the legacy characters obviously were good. Sydney, Gale, and Dewey. They were great. I think Dewey was a standout uh, in the movie. And but yeah, let's talk about Dewey. I think he did a really good job in this movie. The actor did. David Arquette, I think. Uh, he had the great speech when he's introduced. You can tell he's been through a lot off screen. Him and Gale's breakup. He has a lot of regrets. I think some of it felt a little rushed. It did, but it was okay. I mean, he did a really good job. I think people who didn't watch the originals, I think they'll get it with him. For the other two nuts, I think Sydney they'll get. I think Gale was a little shoehorned in, but Dewey was great in this movie. Uh, the way he decides to come back, the stuff, how he's forced to retire, all that was just so great, I think. You know, I really have no complaints at all. Uh, he did, let's talk about the elephant in the room. He did die. Uh, it was sad. I think, but it was really well handled. And like during the scene, they're like the Ghostface. I don't know if it was Amber or it was Amber because the boyfriend was in the elevator, but she was like, "It's an honor." Like they did him the justice. Uh, it had the emotional impact with Gail. It made Sydney show up, and it's like they said in the movie. It hired the stakes. You know, I think they did a really good job. So good job with that. His death is sad, but it was well done. It was well done. So some other things we can talk about the movie was let's talk about the villains. Obviously, their motivation and how they tried to harken back to the first one a lot. So it was a boyfriend and it was Amber, the best friend, and they're both just really big fans of Stab. They're talking about how how the new Stab 8 wasn't good, and they want to give them some new source material to make the movies good again. And that's the Scream motivation. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is they're supposed to be crazy. That is what Scream's about, and for that, I think it was good. I think they were good. I think it was a little predictable. There was Amber, because it's like, how did someone have her phone? They never mentioned someone having her phone. Uh, I mean, the moment the boyfriend show up, do we know it was him? So, but I was still wondering throughout the movie. I was like, was it this person? Was it this person? For a while, I was like, it was the Clay Jensen actor guy. I don't remember his real name or the name of the movie. Wes. It was Wes, because I think they were leading to him being. It was like for Wes Anderson. But I think the mystery itself was good. It was well crafted. I love the meta-ness. I love the character who talked about, uh, who explained the reboot sequel idea to everyone in the room, and it's like, but it could be you. It could be you. Excuse me. And I adored this movie. I really did. I'm a fan of the originals. I even like 4. I know a lot of people don't like 4. I love 4. And yeah, I think this movie did a really good job, and I hope they continue. I hope it's better than Halloween Kills. That movie sucked. So hopefully the next reboot sequel will be good. Scream 2. I don't know what they'll call it. Scream Returns. Hopefully it's good. And yeah, I think this movie's good. And final rankings, 8 out of 10. All the actors were good. I think the plot was good. The meta-ness was good. And I think it was a good return to form for franchise. And I think it was a good, return to theaters for the franchise. And yeah, that's basically all my thoughts. And thank you.